I mean, just look at this thing. This isn't just any sculpture. It's the largest bird sculpture on the entire planet, right there at the Jatayu Earth Center in India. It's a massive monument to a hero, a demigod who literally fell from the sky. But his story of sacrifice? Well, that's only half of a truly epic tale, one that involves his brother, a terrifying demon king, and a single act of love that would change the course of history.
Hey everyone, and welcome. Today we are soaring into one of the absolute best stories tucked inside the epic Ramayana and its Thai counterpart, the Ramakien. We're going to explore the incredible story of two brothers, two divine vulture kings, known in India as Jatayu and Sampati, and in Thailand as Jatayu and Sampati. All right, so here's our game plan. First, we're going to look at the divine origins of these two brothers. Then we'll get into the youthful mistake that basically defined their destinies. After that, we'll witness one brother's heroic final stand and see how the other's wisdom ended up saving the day. And to wrap it all up, we'll compare how this amazing story is told in two very different but connected cultures.
So, let's get right to it. Who exactly were these powerful beings? Well, they weren't just ordinary birds, that's for sure. They were protectors of Dharma, cosmic order and righteousness, and they were born into a pretty serious celestial lineage.
Okay, so in the Indian epic, the Ramayana, Jatayu and his older brother Sampati are the sons of Aruna. And get this, Aruna is the literal charioteer for the sun god Surya. So you can think of these guys as part deity, part bird, divine beings tasked with upholding what's right in the world. And they were inseparable, true warriors of the sky.
Now here's where things get really interesting, seeing how their image changes across cultures. Over on the left, you've got a classic Indian mural showing the brothers soaring together. But on the right, in the Thai Ramakien tradition, the younger brother, known as Jatayu, is shown with these brilliant green feathers. And that little visual difference? That's just scratching the surface of how the story adapts and evolves as it travels.
Like so many great myths, this one has that one pivotal moment of youthful ambition, that single event that would send two brothers down two completely different paths.
In the Ramayana, the two brothers were young, powerful, and maybe a little too eager to test their divine limits, so they challenged each other. The goal was simple, but wow, was it dangerous. Who could fly highest? Who could get closest to the sun itself? It was a race born from pride, and it was about to end in tragedy.
And Jatayu, the younger one, he just gets carried away. He flies way too high, way too fast, right into the sun's orbit. The heat is so intense, his wings actually start to burn. As he's falling, crying out, his older brother Sampati makes a split-second, life-altering decision. He chooses love over pride. He flies right in front of Jatayu, using his own body as a shield against the flames.
And the fallout from that one choice, it's just staggering. Look at this. Jatayu's life is saved, he gets to continue his life as a warrior of the skies, but Sampati, his wings are completely destroyed by the sun's fire. He plummets from the heavens, crashing to earth, never to fly again. One brother is saved, the other is broken, stuck on the ground as this wingless, lonely sage.
Okay, so let's fast forward. Years, maybe even decades go by. Jatayu is now old, living out his days in the forest, and he's about to face his own defining moment. This is where his path finally crosses with the main heroes of the Ramayana. And then one day, he sees it. The demon king Ravana, or Totsagan in the Thai version you see here, is abducting Princess Sita, Prince Rama's wife. Even though he's ancient, Jatayu doesn't hesitate. He launches himself into the air, intercepting Ravana's flying chariot. A ferocious battle breaks out in the sky, a single, aging vulture king against the most powerful demon in the world.
Jatayu fought with everything he had, but he was just no match for Ravana, who cuts off his wing and leaves him for dead. As he lay dying, Rama and his brother Lakshmana find him, and with his last breaths, Jatayu gives them the crucial piece of the puzzle. He tells Rama who took Sita, and, most importantly, which direction they went, south. So you see, his real victory wasn't winning the fight, it was passing on that vital piece of intel that would fuel the entire rescue mission.
So, that's the end of Jatayu's heroic journey. But believe it or not, this is where his brother's story really kicks into gear. As Rama's allies are searching for Sita, they hit a total dead end, and a forgotten hero is about to make a spectacular comeback.
So following Jatatayu's final words, The search party, this army of monkey warriors led by the mighty Hanuman, they make it all the way to the southernmost tip of India. But then, nothing. Just an endless ocean stretching out before them. They're completely exhausted, totally demoralized, and have no idea where to go next.
I mean, it really seemed like it, right? They'd followed Jatayu's clue to the very edge of the map, only to be stopped by an ocean they couldn't possibly cross. Their quest seemed to be over before it truly began.
But just as they're about to give up, lamenting their failure, and praising the heroic sacrifice of a vulture king named Jatayu, and out from a nearby cave emerges this ancient, wingless figure. It's Sampati, who has been living in isolation for ages, and he just overheard them say his long-lost brother's name.
And this is where it all comes together so perfectly. Check this out. First, he hears his brother's name. He's grief-stricken when he learns how nobly Jatayu died. In return for that closure, he uses his supernatural vision, which, has become incredibly sharp after centuries of being grounded, to see what no one else could. He pinpoints Sita's exact location, 100 miles across the sea in Lanka. And in that moment, bam, having fulfilled an ancient prophecy by helping Rama's divine mission, his wings grow back. The sacrifice he made for his brother all those years ago is finally redeemed.
Okay, so we've got the main story down, but here's where it gets really cool. Seeing how this story transformed as it traveled across Asia from India to Thailand.
All right, this table breaks it down beautifully. The names change a bit. Jatayu becomes Sadayu. Simple enough. But the plot details, this is where it gets juicy. In the Thai Ramakien, Sadayu isn't beaten by a sword. Ravana rips Sita's own magic ring from her finger and uses it as a weapon against him. How tragic is that? And that famous flight to the sun? It's not a contest of pride anymore. It's a childlike mistake where young Sadayu thinks the sun is a giant piece of fruit he wants to eat. And Sampati's wings? They don't just regrow because of a prophecy. His curse is broken by the thunderous shouts of Rama's approaching army.
So you see, these aren't just tiny tweaks. This is a story that was truly embraced, adapted, and woven right into the cultural fabric of its new home. This incredible carving at the famous Wat Po Temple in Bangkok just goes to show how central the story of Sadayuma became in Thailand, a hero literally immortalized in stone.
So, when you boil it all down, what's the big takeaway here? Whether you're reading the Ramayana or the Ramakien, the story of these two brothers really teaches the same powerful lesson. True strength, true flight, doesn't come from physical power alone. It comes from the courage to sacrifice for the ones you love.
And that kind of leaves us with this one big question to chew on, right? We have two brothers, two incredible heroes. One fought a physical battle, and his sacrifice was delivering a message. The other, physically broken, provided the wisdom that was the key to victory. It really forces us to ask, what's the greater form of heroism? The warrior's strength to fight, or the sage's wisdom to guide? Something to think about. Thanks so much for diving into this one with me.